There it goes.
Yay. Hello everyone. We are going to make a simple junk journal type of a project.
A5.
An A5.
I think
And
I'm making one.
Sam might have written the wrong size up in the comments, but she'll fix that afterwards. So, and we're using some Minte Blossom and Serenity. We're using their paper elements because it comes with all of these tags and envelopes. So it makes a perfect for our little project. And I just did this one. They don't come scored. So what I did yesterday while I was prepping was I picked the ones I was going to use, and they do come with, let me see if I can find one, maybe. You probably won't be able to see it very well, but they do come with like little dashed lines on where you want to fold. I just found because it is a heavier weight, we scored it. I just scored it. So anyway, so glad that you are joining us today. We are going to be creating a fun quick project. Maybe you want to start junk journaling, but you're not sure where to start. This is a perfect project for this because literally a couple pieces of paper and a package of ephemera, you're good to go. I did grab my little mini stapler. Love this little pinky. It does come in other colors. And I did grab some ribbons to match. And because my book that we're doing does have a rounded corner, I did grab a corner rounder. This one is from EK Success. It does come in a package. I'm not sure that we have this one in stock right now, but I know it's still available, so we can grab it if we need to. Otherwise, we have other corner rounders. And then I did grab the basic hole punch from the office supply store. This one, ours is a little sticky, so I'm like, yeah. So, and then I have my scissors, so that's really your adhesive, and you're ready to go. So, hello. So I just measured my book, and so I made it about a quarter, my paper about a quarter of an inch smaller. So this is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I was able to, from that, cut my front and back covers. And I think there's just a little syrup in the middle that was missing from here that actually I'm going to use it somewhere else in the album. So I chose to use this piece for my front cover and this one on my back cover. And next week, we're going to do a continuation of this, and we're going to actually make maybe like a hard cover to slide your notebooks in and out of. So if you want, that way when you're out and about filling it up with little notes, it keeps it protected, and then you can save all your little books. I know my mother-in-law does like a journal every day, and so she has mega journals filled with information all about her days since she was quite young. So anyways,
Journaling a healthy habit.
It is a healthy habit. I wish I did it more often. I do write a lot of notes though. I always have a notepad next to me, and always filling it up with some kind of information. So I just am using my Nuvo glue. You could use score tape for this if you like score tape. You could use your Bearly Art if you like Bearly Art. Whatever favorite adhesive you like to use. I chose not to really do a lot of decorating of my front cover because the paper is so pretty. I was like, it just takes away from that beauty. But you do you.
I just saw a video of somebody making a junk journal, and she was using 3-in-1, and I was like, I haven't used that glue in forever.
Hey, do you want to use it again? Don't you?
I kind of want to use it again.
So, yeah. So it is National Craft Month. If you haven't seen our posts, Friday we do have a free make and take with a $20 purchase. And we have, I think Sam designed 3 different cards. I designed a
Maybe you can
layout.
post the show.
And there's a post going live at 3:30 that'll have pictures of all of those. So yeah, we are. Yeah, grab them, Sam. Natalie and I are still prepping our layouts, but the cards are all ready to go. I mean, prepping meaning making our kits. We have made our designs. We just haven't kitted them yet, which is another fun part of the job, I guess. So this is the back side. This totally could have been the front side if you wanted it to be the front side. But this way I get to use both sides. And I am just using my bone folder to make sure that all of my glue is attaching itself to the covers. I love these little notebooks because they're I just did it upside down because I didn't pay attention. No, I didn't. We're good. Whew, that was a hard. Nope, I did it upside down. Huh. Definitely upside down. So yeah, we're well, we're gonna leave it, and we're just gonna have our book with our dates on the bottom edge. How's that? Well, it is 12:41 here because we always go live at 12:30-ish. And so yeah, so we're upside down. So a good thing I plan to cover up this front page anyway. So we're just gonna go ahead and cover that up, and our dates will be at the bottom corner, upside down. But it's lines. It's like it'll be okay. It's fine.
Just floppy copy.
Yeah. So then I did choose the inside pages are a 1/4 inch smaller than the covers. So these are 8 1/4. So I did them at 8 by 5 1/4 instead of 5 1/2. So yeah, always check your work before
even professionals make mistakes.
And I'm like, I tried to rip it off and it was making a mess. So it's all right. You know what? It'll be fine. I wasn't going to use the date part anyways. Even though if you were using it for a journal, it'd be perfect.
You can still put the date on the bottom. It's just upside down.
Yeah. It's fine. I still have this on the front. I think I was able to get it back down. Yeah, I think it's fine. So, all right. So now we have, this is our inside front because I covered up that where I made a mistake.
You could have just ripped the page out.
I could have, but they're sewn in and then I would lose the backside too. So I guess I could have. Too late now. I had actually planned to, I'm going to still do it. So then, like we talked, the elements come with all these fun little envelopes. So I am going to just go ahead and, I already scored and folded this one. So I'm going to just go with it. Just going to go with it. You know what? It's all good. You can always fix your little mistakes. And if I don't point it out, nobody's going to notice. Right? So there. And then I'm going to glue this to my inside front cover. So I like to use glue, though you could use score tape, or I wouldn't use a regular like tape runner unless it was the heavy duty adhesive that comes in 3Ls. But I prefer glue. Now, if I had used,
For those of them watching on YouTube, I'm going to put her comment up here.
there you go. If I had used the tape though, I could have used undo and taken it off and turned it around. But with the glue, unless you're like super quick, it really doesn't, it doesn't come up. So yeah. So yeah. So but I do prefer using, I don't know, I always grab my glue over tape. I guess it's just me. Let's see. And then this does have a lot of fun little tags in it. So I am going to grab this one here. The holes are not punched in these tags. So I did punch this one yesterday, and I'm going to use the yellow, and I'm going to just cut off a bit. I'm going to, so yeah, but there again, it's all personal preference. So if you are a tape girl, go for it. If you are like your glues, then use your glue. So I just used a couple of those little mini staples to glue my little ribbon tag on, flat ribbon tail. So now if I wanted to cover, I'm not going to do that on every page, but if I wanted to make, I'm going to go a couple pages so that I have some journaling, and then maybe a little tuck spot. So then I could take and add just adhesive to the bottom and one side edge and place it in the corner here. One is a little decorative area. Two, well, when it's dry, I don't want to put something in it right this second. But then I could tuck in like receipts or notes or whatever it's going on at that particular time in my journal. And we'll go a couple more pages. And I have this piece from the back side of one of the pieces that I cut up. And here again, I could make a little edge. And luckily, I brought my paper trimmer over here. So I am going to then cut this at 8 1/4. What is the name of the kit? Not sure it's called a kit. The paper that we're using is Minte's Blossom Serenity for our paper and for the little ephemera bits. Then we sell the little albums separately. So, and we do have a smaller, like 4x6 size also, but I think this is a great size. And I guess I could have cut just a hair smaller. It might be smaller. Sam's going to grab it so you can see the smaller version too. It comes in both black and craft. This one is just in craft. So I am going to just cover up this edge here, but because my corners are rounded, I'm going to go ahead and put them in my corner rounder here. And this one is just a real slight corner, which I personally find is great for this album. And here again, I could use either side, but I'm going to just go right along the edge on that where the rounded corners are and place it on my page. And if you notice, I did not glue that edge because this is another place where after my glue is dried, I could do a few little tucks this way also. So, but I'm going to wait till my glue is dry before I put anything too far in there because we do not want it sticking where we don't want it there. So there's another little fun thing to do for your page. I like tucked in little bits in here and there. This one could be just a little like tab off the side. So you probably don't want to stick it out too far so that it doesn't get too bent in the process. But I am then, and I like to put my thumb where I don't want the adhesive to go so that I remember when I'm gluing it that I don't want to go over too far. So now when we close this, so we have a little tab hanging out over on the side there. So, and if you wanted to, you could definitely use a little a stapler to staple that in, but I do like using the glue and then maybe adding the staple afterwards. So then this one is another piece that was left over from the paper when I cut up my one design. So this one I figured this light yellow would be a great place that I could write on too. So I left it. So now there was this pocket here was like the perfect size for it. I was like, well, I guess it was meant to be. So I keep adding everything on this side. You can definitely add it onto the other side. So I'm going to add this little pocket over on my other side here. And for your pockets, I like to just add a thin bead of glue right on that little flap so that I know that it's not going to go off of the flap there. And if I did it on this one, I might not. It's got a little bit of an angle, so I might not actually get it where it needs to be. And then I like to use my bone folder and give it a little burnish to make sure it's all fully attached. This one has a fun little point on there, rounded point. And then there again, I'm just going to add my glue underneath so that if I decide later on that I want to close my envelope, I can do that. I'm going to give it a little fold. And put it in right here. So this way then, if I wanted to make a little hidden note or something, it doesn't have to always be out and about for everybody to read.
They're about 5 or 6.
I told you. All right, so then we're going to put this in my pocket here because that will give us, and then
Did you staple anything in there?
I did. Well, no, I haven't stapled any. And then there's these cute little circles here. I could add this here, but I'm just going to tuck it in because the back is light enough that I could write a little note on there. So there's that. Skip a few more pages. And I think that this packet of elements is probably enough to do 2 projects because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 that are good size and 2 smaller size envelopes. Not to mention that there's 7 tags and then you have extra circles. So that's always, to me, I'm like, oh, well, I can make 2 projects with this. So that's even a better. This one does not have for us to do a circle. We just staple it in.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing to do with journals.
All right. A couple more pages. So I'm just going to, no, I don't like it that way. I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to just add it with the tab coming out the top, and it's cute on both sides, so I don't have to worry about that so much. The only issue that if I do that, I have to make my notebook for next week. I don't know that we're going to make a smaller one next week.
Okay.
So there again, we're going to take a handy dandy little stapler, and I am going to give it a couple of staples in place. So now we have where we can still tuck something underneath, but we also have a cute little tab at the top of our book. So super fun. And skip a couple more pages here. Let's do, I don't know. I have this yellow. We can make it into as a page, or I can put it in my back cover on my, I think I'm going to put it here. Like so. There I have, this is the one that I had left over from the other scrap, and I'm going to do it on this side. So this is where it's kind of fun. You can just kind of do.
Okay, you can stamp in it too.
Yeah, well, I didn't grab any stamps.
Oh my God.
So Sam's like, oh, don't forget you can stamp in it too. And I'm like, yeah, but I forgot to grab stamps and ink pad. So this one we're going to do the little tuck spot on the other side. And there we go. So now this will be a tuck spot over on this side. So much fun. And then I'm going to go and glue this one in. So since it's upside down, I'm going to cover that. You could staple something on top of it, but I already have this page already cut, ready to go. So I'm just going to put this on top. And it's on the plain side, so if I wanted to decorate it, I could. So there we go. And then because it is a full page, I want to make sure and burnish it all down so that my glue is all stuck. Look at how fun that is. All right. Yeah. And let's see. I think I'm going to do one more of the towards the back here because yes. And Sam's going to say staple it in.
So much easier.
It is, but I'm going to put a little bit of glue though, just so it holds it down better. And this one doesn't really matter so much as far as which way the direction is because it's just flowers and there's really no.
Oh, that looks so good.
So cute. Okay. And then it looks like a whale. Yes, it does. All right. And then, you know what? I'm going to do a little
Bookmark?
I wasn't going to do a bookmark. I was just going to do a little oh, that didn't cut as much of an angle as I wanted it to. Just going to do a little like this. And put this one right about there. And stay down. There we go. Now we have a little ribbon hanging out as a little tab. Super fun. And I'm like, I haven't used one of the thin pockets yet. So let's find a page to put that on. I could put it, oh, what if I put it right like that? That'd be kind of cute, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. That would be adorable. Let's do that. And I'm going to not do the flap on the top in case I decide that I want to fold it down later on. And so, I mean, you can just keep going page and page by page and adding more stuff to it, or you can, like I've been doing, leaving a few pages in between. And then I think there's another, here's one. That would be pretty. And then I'm going to put white in this one. So I don't know, just a quick little project that could make a fun gift for a friend. Pick their favorite colors. They can then write whatever they like into it. This would be a really fun, like, little birthday or daily journal. And again, I'm just going to give it a little staple because the stapler is just too cute. And any of you that have the Tim Holtz stapler, the staple refills for this work in that also. And I'm going to give this one a little bit of a haircut here. Well, that didn't cut. There we go. Okay. There we go. I mean, I do have like the bigger circle. If I wanted to, you know, decorate the front, I could do that. I don't know. What do you think, Sam? Should I pop it up? This one's already got the border on it, so that's what I keep thinking. It's like, this paper is so beautiful. Does it really need anything else? It doesn't. So we've got tag. Oh, I could put the circle in the pocket. There we go. And then we have our little, now this one is pretty dry now, so that I could take and put in several different things to tuck in there. If you're giving it as a gift, you can actually add all that little extra leftovers that they could then use elsewhere in the project. My glue is a little over on that one, but so there we go. How fun. This one I could add, have a circle in there. I could add one of the tags also. And remember that this is leftover paper. So, and voila. All right. Anything else I need to add in there, Sam? We good?
Good.
All right. And then as the glue dries, those ripples will go away. All right. So there we go. And next week, the plan is to make a hardcover for this to slide in and out of. And then you can have a real little gift set with maybe a pocket for stamps and stuff if you wanted to do, or I don't know. We'll see where it takes us for next week.
We have to design it still.
Yeah, we just have this idea. We don't know that that's going to, it's not set in stone, but that's what our thoughts are for next week, is to make a little holder for the little book. All right, so thank you all for watching and hanging out with us today at lunch. Oh, Sam's gonna go back here. These are our make and takes for Friday for National Craft Month. With a $20 purchase, you will get to pick one of these projects. So we have a pocket card with a bee on it, and it will hold a gift card there. Then we have a watercolor card, You Color Me Happy. Or we have an easel card, Howdy from Arizona. And then you could have a choice of creating a layout, Vacation Vibes by Natalie, or Our Trip to Arizona. So, by me. All right, so we hope that you are available to come in on Friday and create with us. Or you can take the project to go. It's totally up to you. Thank you all for hanging out with us for lunch today.